All right, welcome to our market structures project. This is just Winslow, Hayden, Noble, and Simon Treviño's project. We're doing the auto industry. We're analyzing the oligopoly market structure. We have Audi or Volkswagen, Chevy, GMC, and Ford. We're going to be touching on profit, market shares, all that good stuff, so stay tuned.
All right, I'm Simon and I did Audi. So let's start with Audi, part of the Volkswagen Group. Audi produces luxury sedans, SUVs, and electric vehicles like the 3 e-tron and SUVs, and its manufacturing relies heavily on heavily advanced robotics and sustainability initiatives in German plants. In the third quarter of 2025, the Volkswagen Group, including Audi, reported about 5.6 billion euros in profit. Audi holds 3% of the total U.S. market, specializing in high-end vehicles because Audi competes through the brand image technology rather than price. It's a great example of non-price competition in an oligopoly.
I'm Hayden Noble, and next is Ford Motor Company, known for the F-150, Mustang, and Mach-E. Ford's production uses massive assembly plants in North America and has recently shifted towards EV platforms like the F-150 Lightning. In the most recent quarter, Ford reported about $1.2 billion in profit. The U.S. market share is about 14%. Ford competes on innovation, durability, and affordability.
Finally, we have General Motors, which owns brands like Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC. Last quarter, they made roughly $3.1 billion in profit, and they're a pretty big player in the EV game right now, so they're competing with Ford and Tesla. Mainly, the Ultium battery platform is what they're investing billions in right now, and they hold about 50% of the market share.
The car industry is best described as a non-colluding oligopoly because only a few large firms dominate, and each one's pricing and production decisions influence the other's decision because they're all competing for a market share.
Entry barriers are extremely high due to cost of production, regulation, and brand loyalty. Instead of competing with prices, companies differentiate through design, innovation, and advertising.
We often see interdependence where one firm's move, like Ford lowering the price of an EV, can pressure GM and Audi to do the same.
This is the short-run model for Audi, where the ATC is below the price, showing that they're making a profit.
This is Ford's short-run model. It represents a profit because price is above ATC.
This is the short-run model for General Motors. ATC is below price, showing that they are making a profit. Unfortunately, there is no long-run model for this because oligopolies have barriers to entry, including the auto industry. We have seen some exceptions from Elon Musk with Tesla and Rivian, which are both EV companies. So there is some market share that can be gained by differentiated innovation, but it is pretty difficult. We have some one-off companies like Shelby and Hennessy. Hennessy specifically has the Venom F5, so they get like a little bit of exclusive vehicles, but really the big dogs like Ford, GM, and Volkswagen are the only ones that have been able to stay in the market for so long.
Overall, Audi, Ford, and GM dominate a market defined by innovation and interdependence. The auto industry shows how oligopolies balance competition and cooperation, keeping prices steady but quality rising.
Unlike the auto industry, other oligopoly market structures where they're colluding, they won't look like this because they're going to act as a monopoly. So unlike the kink model we showed you in the video, they're going to be like a monopoly market structure. In the auto industry, however, we have very many different types of firms competing. Mainly the fact that companies like Ford and GM, they're more of high quantity, low price. So they're more like for economy cars. Unlike Ferrari or Lamborghini, where they intentionally produce low quantities in order to keep prices high. So the more exclusive something is, the higher price people are willing to pay. And that's what brands like Ferrari and Lamborghini do to keep their brands high quality and desirable.